play of the game from way down.
True, silence. Rainer getting absolutely
A team wipe.
The living bombs going.
Oh my goodness, the ring! Bombstastic gonna find Rainer!
Oh, the life finder keeps Maev up. It was gonna be a close thing.
And healing, what? Get out of no! No!
Triple stun again. Big flanks coming out from the Blaze.
It's a death metal though.
Death metal into
Oh,
the double,
my.
triple kill. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Nexus Gaming Series. And boy, do we have a night for you tonight. We've got the ReGen Civil War coming at you between ReGen Ghost and ReGen Retro in Division A. And, you know, true to form, we thought we'd have a little bit of fun with it. And so, consequently, Aero from ReGen Phoenix. And I am joined on my left by my good buddy Recychic.
Hi everyone, from ReGen Red, and I think that's the only one I've ever been on. No, I was on regular ReGen for a brief 2 weeks. But yes, I am here as well.
There you go.
Yeah.
My nose itches. So, Shingam Sama, is that,
That's our friend Lucky.
I thought it was, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, different kind of lucky, or different kind of, Civil War. But, thank you, Murda. Just wanted to shout you out there for the tier 1 sub. Much appreciated there. And yes, we have some very fancy ReGen shirts from our season together on ReGen Red.
Yes, it was a good time. I remember that season quite well. I think we did okay.
You know, we won a game or two, I think.
At least 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best 2 weeks ever.
No, they were fun. They were fun weeks.
That was that in Heroes Lounge, or was that?
No, that was season 4, my guy.
Okay.
That was season 4. I was on ReGen for a couple weeks, and then someone from ReGen Red stepped down, so I went to that one.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah, and it's been downhill since. I'm kidding, of course.
I feel like, you know, when you talk about something so far back that you almost have to like make a voice, right? Like you have to talk like you're an old man, maybe.
Oh, perhaps you'll be talking about Deckard Cain. Stay a while and listen.
Well, let's take a look at the standings here real quick while we wait on these teams to get their act together. I shouldn't say these teams. We do have one team that's ready to go.
Okay.
Let's see. Standings are not showing up. Hold up. Oh, the ticker's loaded. There we go. So these two teams are very close to each other. 15 and 14 points. They're currently ranked at 7 and 8. ReGen Ghost sitting at 7, ReGen Retro at 8. There is only one other game that has not been accounted for yet, and that is between Team Happy Cloud and Team Training Wheels. Team Happy Cloud currently has 12 points, which means that ultimately ReGen Retro needs 16 points to stay in the playoff race. ReGen Ghost does hold the tiebreaker over Team Happy Cloud, so even if Team Happy Cloud got 3 points, they would still be fine. But ReGen Retro does not hold the tiebreaker, so they need 16 points to stay in the playoffs. And this is it. This is their last game.
Yeah, this is gonna be a fun one, Aero. I can feel it in my bones, and maybe in some other places. But yes, I think this is gonna be a good one. I've been reading ReGen Ghost chat. Yes, I will say that it's gonna be a fun night. if what they were shooting around is true, it's gonna be a really fun night.
All right, well, we just got the map ban, so give me 1 second here to load those, and then we'll show you those as well. Looks like both teams are here, except they've got Rec on the... Rec is gonna play for Retro, it looks like.
Oh yeah, I don't know about that one. I haven't played this game in like 2 weeks. My life has been consumed by some other games.
Oh, is that a WoW Classic?
No, something similar, I guess, in terms of aesthetic, Fire Emblem, but that's something else entirely. We don't talk about non-Blizzard games on this stream.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Please. All right. So I've got the map bans. Let's take a look at those map bans, shall we?
Yes, please.
All right. So for ReGen Ghost, banning out Alterac Pass and Towers of Doom. ReGen Retro banned out Battlefield of Eternity and Sky Temple. And our first map is going to be Infernal Shrines, and that was selected by ReGen Retro.
Oh, this is a fun one. Everyone loves this map. It's an ever popular one too. Everybody seems to want to play here in Tomb of the Spider Queen, so it's no big surprise that Infernal was picked by our good friends over at ReGen, I think their team name is. So that's
I think they have something about ReGen. Yeah. So Rec, I don't know about you. For me tonight, I'm rooting for the ReGen team. What do you think?
I definitely have to disagree. I would say ReGen has the upper hand. They've been having there's a 1 point difference between them both. So like I see ReGen perhaps defeating ReGen here.
You know what? And that's fair. You know what? That's a well thought out assessment of these two teams, and I congratulate you on your extra effort.
Thank you. I truly do believe that.
All right.
Lots of banter going out. It seems to be about me, so that's fun.
All right. I just let them know that we are ready to go. Murder. Where is the blanket, Rec?
Hold on a moment. You're right. Wait a minute. There it is. We're good. Don't worry. It's here.
There you go.
My logo was still showing though. That's the only problem. There we go. Now we can see.
All right. So we have we have two teams ready. We have one team ready to go, and we have casters ready to go. We're kind of like a team, right, Rec?
Yeah, I'd say so. I would say that we're a team, more like a duo. If this is a civil war, I guess we're Captain America and Falcon, or War Machine and Iron Man, whichever you prefer.
That would put us on the same team.
Oh. Yeah, it would, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on the Observers team.
I guess that's a way to go about it. But I don't feel like we're on the same team, Rec, because you said that ReGen was going to defeat ReGen, and personally, I still think that ReGen is going to beat ReGen.
You know what, though? ReGen is my friend.
All right, Rec. I'm wearing red, so I get to be Iron Man.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
All right, that's how that works. All right, let's get into the draft here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 1, Infernal Shrines. Getting started on the draft. And we already know this is going to be a spicy meatball.
Oh! Right out the gate, a Cho ban. Might as well ban Gaul while you're at it, just in case. Just for really
it's coming.
Yeah,
100%, you know the next ban is Gaul.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks for the follow, Rag, and Slexia. Much appreciated for the 69 bits.
You know what, Murda? I did just beat Fire Emblem, but guess what? There are 5 endings, so time to go on to number 2.
Wait, this is not the time for number 2, Rick.
No, the time for number 2 is later. Johanna is gonna go number 2 because she's gonna have to be sitting out this game.
What? It's almost like, oh, no juice pirates. Fair enough.
Spice-free zone, guys. This is a strictly spice-free zone. Sweets only.
All right, so if you're retro, you have to win this game, right? You have to win 2 points because it's entirely possible that THC is gonna win them, right? So they, there's not really much that Ghost gets out of the points of winning here. So it's really just all up to retro because Ghost can't go any higher, even with a 3.
Right.
Their best is 18.
Yes, and the first pickup is Mediver, as I like to call him, or more commonly referred to as Mediv, by our friends over in ReGen. So I think this is an exciting pickup. He's always a fun character to play.
Well, not only is it an exciting pickup, but it's a great snatch away from retro.
We see Diablo and Greymane. This is pretty common. This is a nice pair to have, especially on Infernal Shrines. You know, Diablo. This is definitely one of Diablo's strongest maps, at least in my opinion. So,
and Diablo just got some love too. So
Yeah,
I'm interested
he
to see
did.
the changes that, or if any changes come out from Zami Bears there, Zami Bars.
yeah, this is gonna be a good one. I can feel this. All right, show me Diva. Show me Diva. That's not Diva. That's Lily and Arthas.
So, okay. And did I wait? I somehow missed Kriv coming in here. Who did I put in his place? Templar Shui. Cuban.
I don't know. Who did
I'm
you put
so
in?
what?
What did you do?
Who did I? Oh, I put Shui in twice. That's why.
That'll do it. All right, what's this ban arrow? This is the Gaul ban, I think. This is the big brain Gaul. Nope, that's
Well,
a Jimmy ban.
I was gonna say I think Gaul's coming up next. This is the Gaul ban.
Very potentially. If not, I could even see the old probe go away.
You know what? I'm even writing it down.
Okay, all right,
Done.
go ahead and write it down.
It says Gaul. It's on the notes.
Oh no, it's a Bather.
It's close. That's almost like Gaul. Because, you know, Abathur sits on another player just like Gaul sits on Cho. So it's pretty close.
Gaul, organism,
But, you know, that's fair. I mean, the Greymane, like, Abathur Greymane has been a pairing since Greymane joined the Nexus.
And you know, like Abathur in general is just really strong. It's very nice to get that extra soak. This is a 3-lane map, so it makes Abathur's life that much easier. And here comes Zeratul and Stukov, which we've been seeing. I've actually been seeing a lot more Stukov lately, and across all divisions, to be honest with you. It's pretty crazy that he's kind of making a comeback somewhat. So that's pretty exciting. And oh man, we're gonna be treated to the Zulky boy Valera.
This is getting interesting now.
I like it a lot. I like
Not only do we get Valyr, but we also have a Mephisto.
I know, and Mephisto, he's a fascinating character because like I don't think he's overwhelmingly powerful, but in like lower level play and you know just like when you're messing around for fun, like he's strong as hell. Like it's kind of funny to see like he can work, you know. So Blaze is the final pickup though. We're gonna have Blaze in here.
All right, so not as memey as I expected, but you know, some very interesting setup here with ReGen Ghost. The Protect certainly going to help out the solo, you know, frontline Arthas.
Yep.
But Zeratul, you know, we got Stealthy's on either side, and Zeratul does a lot of damage. So if he's patient and able to catch one of those squishies, he might be able to take him out quickly enough.
Yeah, and Murda brought up the point that these are a lot of Greymane counters. You take a look at things like Arthas, and immediately, you know, Elili can blind him because he's got all those auto attack damage abilities, excuse me, auto attack damage. He's got a ton of that, and then Arthas is a good character to just lock him in place. Like he can't escape as well with an Arthas sitting on top of him. So it's a pretty exciting pickup for ReGen Ghost to try and counter this Greymane, and even the Zeratul, like for that matter, could similarly, especially with the Valera countering. She's such a great counter dive character that like I'm excited to see how that works out. But I think generally the ReGen Retro has a much more stable composition, more common, one that can work. Usually something you see a little more often. So I think it's a lot safer their draft. But I don't know. I'm gonna be completely unbiased here. It could go either way, Aero.
Well, one way or the other, I still believe that ReGen's going to win.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Rek, why don't you go ahead and choose the team you want to introduce here?
I want to introduce ReGen Ghost for very many reasons.
Well,
But
then
I will
take
go
it
ahead and do that. So, playing the famous Valera is going to be Zul'Kan. Triv will be playing Lili. Cuban Missile will be on Mephisto. SHW-33 on Arthas. And Temple Art on Medivh.
All right, and for ReGen Retro, we've got Aaron on Blaze, Zamibars on the Diablo, Ultanian on Zeratul there. Deltron is going to be playing that Stukov, and Masama on Greymane.
So a little bit of salt coming out right out the gate. Someone looking for Rag. Someone very upset that he's not casting tonight, but that's all right.
Indeed. Well, there you go. There's your shout out, Ragnarok. So let's take a look at these talents here while we get our early brawl with Valera down in the bot lane. Actually, Cuban Missile getting pulled in, but he's coming right back. And the yo-yo goes down. First blood to Retro.
Very nicely done. I mean, Mephisto was flipped into the battle by Diablo there, and it didn't really work out for him, no. So, as great as it is to warp away for like a second, it just wasn't enough. There were too many bodies surrounding his shade to really get anything done there. And actually, Arthas not looking too great either. He got super slowed by Stukov and silenced, but manages to walk away somehow. Maybe the tension was split there.
So we have an interesting solo lane matchup in the Medivh versus Blaze.
Yeah.
Certainly the wave clear going over to Blaze on that one.
Definitely. Like, you got to take a look at, you know, there's a solo frontline Arthas on ReGen Ghost's team. So it's a little odd to, you know, like, there's really no solo laner for them. I think, honestly, maybe even Valera just sits in a lane, and she's kind of doing that right now in bottom, and just sort of invisi-soaks. But, oh, she might be trying to find something here, and actually, Cuban Missile looking not too great right now. He is on Mephisto. He's going to be coming right back into that, and there he goes again.
So far, the rubber band on Mephisto there, only able to keep him alive for an extra second or two, or I guess 2.5 seconds. Looks like Arthas making use of that Frozen Tempest to slow down the engage from the Greymane and try to keep him from dying, but a little too close to the wall there is going to interrupt that Hearthstone from SHW-33.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing with SHW-33 is that he can prevent these characters from leaving too quickly. And you'll actually, if you noticed, Ultanian on Zeratul was taking some tower shots there. I mean, it was kind of worth it. He got some good damage, forced some backs from ReGen Ghost, which is nice. But it's still a dangerous play, especially into an Arthas. You got to pick and choose your fights carefully.
So I do want to point out here, since we didn't get a chance really to talk about talents, and we have a moment here, it looks like, first of all, that they're going to go get their Shaman camp now on the Retro side.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Now's the perfect time. Well, I think a few seconds ago would have been perfect, but go on.
Yeah, so we've got the new habits from Blaze, which makes a lot of sense, getting that Unstoppable. We also have a Cleave build coming out from Zeratul, and with the recent nerfs to Zeratul, I believe that that's kind of fallen a little bit out of favor.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of auto attack kind of builds lately with him. It's kind of strange, but you know, I don't know too much about Zeratul. I know that it was always Cleave and pretty much exclusively, but we're gonna opt for Cleave this time, and that could be a lot of fun.
So we do see going in onto the Zeratul, but Blaze is going to charge in, slow down Zul'Kan and Shui, and Masama going in for the kill isn't quite able to get it onto the Valera, and so we just see a reset here from both of these, well, really mostly from Ghost.
Yeah.
But they're coming in through an oil slick, so getting slowed down. Arthas doesn't have a whole lot of mana here, but Cuban Missile is trying to get those stacks on his level 1 cute quest as well. Sitting at 12, Arthas at 13 on his level 1, and 20 stacks for Medivh here. But again, Diablo looking in that spot where Cuban Missile was coming back to, but ultimately finding himself a Valera for a few moments there. And the first Punisher, a Frozen Punisher, going over to the team of ReGen Retro with level 7 advantage now. And with the Frozen Punisher locking these structures down, this is going to be a little bit tough for the kind of low wave clear out of ReGen Ghost, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be a little rough to come back from something like this. They don't have too much wave clear either, and you know, I think this actually might already be a dead fort with the fact that it's a Frozen Punisher disabling this fort. Although Punisher is kind of far away from it now, but I don't think that's going to matter for too long.
Yeah, it was funny after I said, yeah, they don't have a lot of siege. Almost immediately after, it was at half health. But Templar popping that portal and getting a few more stacks on his Master's Touch, all the way up now to 28. So expect that to be done soon here.
Yeah, I mean, he's only been able to hit one target at a time, which is unfortunate. And Shui going in to check this camp. Actually, Zul'Kan following up as well. Looks like they're going to go for the invade.
remarkably aggressive. They don't get in there. It is a 5v4 as Blaze is in the top, but they really only had Valeera and Arthas, by the way, who's out of mana entirely now, for a few seconds, and that really caused them to lose a lot of health going into that.
Yeah, and once again, the person being found here is Mephisto, but actually he gets out this time with a well-placed portal from Medivh. Their well is still here. I wonder if they had any taps up. Oh,
well, there's Master's Touch.
Completed. Hooray.
Yeah, Murda in chat. Oh my goodness, does he? No, he doesn't.
No.
you know he's sitting there like, well, I completed Master's Touch, so I'm just gonna end. Doesn't matter now. I can die. But yeah, Murda in chat bringing up, you know, how does Ghost kill anything here? I mean, I feel like when Mephisto finishes his quest and gets that reduced cooldown, that'll make a big difference, especially in these kind of tight, narrow quarters. Being able to get those resets will provide a lot of value. And that's about all I can go with. I mean, the Valeera really helps to slow things down, and she'll do some damage, but it's not insane amounts of damage.
Not particularly. I think Zul'Kan just really wanted, or Zul'Kan really wanted to play this Valeera. It's one of his favorite heroes, I know this much. Uh-oh.
By the way, level 10s.
Yeah, level 10 is definitely a thing. And Triv and SHW-33 fall very quickly to those all those heroics being thrown out, as well as Cuban Missile.
What ultimates did we just see there, Rick?
We saw Combustion. We saw, I think, APOC, right? Am I making that up?
Nope, Lightning Breath.
No, that was Lightning Breath. I'm a liar. And Void Prison to actually set up all of that. So
yeah, it was a largely ineffective Lightning Breath, as the Void Prison was, you know, locking it down. But I think they were waiting to release the Void Prison until Combustion had charged fully.
yeah, I think that was the idea. And with Stukov's Lurking Arm silence underneath everyone, set in said Void Prison, it's actually just that much harder for anyone to really pull anything off, like any interrupts or anything of that sort. So, very well done by ReGen Retro.
So we do have the invade there, getting that siege camp on the side of ReGen Ghost. Meaning ReGen Retro picking it up there. And with the advantage, the level 10 advantage here, we see Retro go ahead and get started on this mid-shrine. This is a Mortar Punisher that's going to be coming up, so a little bit more damage potential. Not quite the same siege potential, though.
No, not quite. I think that this could still potentially be a keep. ReGen Ghost is very behind in Soak right now. They're 3 levels down, still no 10s against a level 12 ReGen Retro. So ReGen Retro doing a lot to keep this map under control, and they've really got all the time in the world to get these seeds, or whatever you want to call them. Seeds, yeah, you know what they are.
Yeah, those skeletal defenders?
Yeah, they're seeds. Who cares?
Well, level 10 is now picked up. Valeera and Lily heading back after picking up the Soak elsewhere. Yes. And we'll see, because this is coming into a keep now. The side wall is down, and this is where their comp has to come online, because if it doesn't, they could very well just lose the game.
Here comes a big ley line, and actually a whiffed Void Prison, only hitting minions there. Here comes a Consumed Souls from our friend Mephisto. Actually manages to help and find that Zeratul. Diablo,
and they're not done.
No, they're not.
They're
looking
chasing
for
out
more. Yes, actually, that was a funny interaction between the two. But actually, look at that Mortar Punisher finishing off Medivh there after getting a big stun from, I believe it was Blaze's charge. And ultimately, this is a 2-for-1 trade for ReGen Retro.
Yeah, and it's probably going to be a 2-for-1 plus a keep.
Oh, look, maybe even 3. There he goes, SHW-33 on Arthas.
And death timers are still short, but it's not a long time before Arthas is up, so I don't know that, yeah, I was going to say, I don't know that they necessarily want to push in on this. Lily can certainly slow down their, Greymane damage, as well as the Valeera as well. They're chasing after Greymane. They don't have Zeratul, though.
They might very well be able to find this. The super slow from Water Dragon was actually what kept him into play. But Aaron falling very low on Blaze. Can he be finished off? Yes, the Medivh resets are there. Master's Touch is finished. It's going to be a lot of Qs coming out, and maybe some little mean B steps coming out from Cuban Missile, but that's all right.
Which is, you know, I feel like maybe now's not the time for that.
That's all right.
Or maybe.
Oh, wait a minute! Holy cow! There goes another excellent engage onto Zeratul by our friend Valera. And actually, oh wow, that was an excellent Water Dragon following up on top of Diablo. And another kill onto Greymane, actually. Whoa.
Well, there you go. How do they get kills? They get the Valyria engage coupled with the Mephisto damage, and you know what? Throw a little Water Dragon in for added measure.
Yeah, why not? But here's the good news for ReGen Retro, right? They've got a lot of map control as it is. There's 2 catapults and 3 Khazras in middle right now, completely not being dealt with. And honestly, Blaze might even be able to push in top if he so chooses. But it looks like the story right now is bottom lane.
Not a whole lot of a story left there, as Arthas getting taken out, and the Lightning Breath did go down, or get used there. But
yes,
this is
and
a
actually
4v2
Diablo might
right
be
now.
down again. Look at this. Actually, this Water Dragon getting loads.
I don't know if you saw that interaction with Diablo's body, but it looked like he was dancing after he died. Like he was doing some capoeira.
I'm gonna have to go back and look. There might be some core damage coming out. Yeah, like I said, Blaze opting to go for that top fort there. But the Khazras are actually getting in the way of this third catapult. I'm not sure if it's gonna be able to get core damage.
He's like moving along, trying to get there.
Yeah, he's like, excuse me, goat man, I need to get some damage in. The face swim body blocked by a Khazra. Can Shui finish this off? No, there's a little bit of core damage. Just in time.
Well, that's game. That's game right there.
Yeah, that's game. That's 250 damage on the core.
I mean, how many games have been decided by 1%? Not a lot,
Aero,
but some.
Aero, you joke, you jest, but you're not wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not actually joking with that.
No.
All right, so Zammy Bear's going in 1v3. Doesn't even care that his team is nowhere even remotely close to him here.
Well, he might start carrying soon. He's about to go down, and the Regen Ghost is actually pretty clumped here. There might be a Void Prison coming out. There it is. Stukov have his Silence underneath it. Here comes the Consume Souls. Maybe this gets something. And a big Protect coming out onto Zulkan to prevent him from dying. This is a very messy team fight. Zulkan actually the first one to go from Zeratul. But Cuban Missile says no. He pops in, grabs this Greymane kill, and it's 1-for-1 right now. But Regen Ghost is looking really low air.
Yeah, both teams were looking really low there. Although Stukov, you know, with the power of his giant hand, able to throw out some pustules. But Ghost coming back in on this when Arthas has no mana, and really most of his team's pretty low as well. Was a little bit questionable, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
they made it out alive though.
You know, you see Medivh throwing out these portals. Maybe that they can, maybe they can rotate a little more quickly back into the fight. But they are down 16. Regen Ghost, that is. Granted, there is no Greymane coming.
Oh, the Mephisto face check.
Oh no.
Well, and there go the ultimates. We did see Water Dragon in there, Lightning Breath coming out, helping to secure the kill onto the Arthas. Valera chasing after Blaze, not quite able to stick with it though. Kriv is going to get taken out here between the Diablo and Stukov, and a little bit of a pause from that ley line. Zulkan's still going though, trying to get value somewhere. Although I'm not sure the danger portal was the way to go.
The danger portal.
Oh no, and Cuban Missile somehow the last one to die after face checking that bush hard, and I believe finishing the quest for Diablo. Indeed, that 15 armor reduction now available for Diablo on the Shadow Charge.
Aero, I think this might be an all keeps kind of game. If you take a look at top lane, there's 2 catapults pressuring up top, and I think this catapult is specifically focusing. Oh no, not anymore. But yeah, I think this might be a triple keep game.
It's certainly looking that way, and you know, Regen Ghost doesn't yet have their level 16s, but they have to make a stand here, and they're gonna have to do it almost without Mephisto because he's late to the party here. Lila getting charged into the wall does get the protect. Combustion did not hit her, but the Punisher MVP interrupting the consumed souls. And ladies and gentlemen, this is looking like it's gonna be ReGen over ReGen in game number 1 on Infernal Shrines.
Yeah, Lightning Breath coming out too, just for good measure. It's actually a pretty good damage on the core, if you don't believe me. But there you go. ReGen takes a win over ReGen in the first round.
All right. So, you know, pretty well about as expected, you know. ReGen won the game. They beat ReGen. I mean, you knew that going in, right?
I did, well...
That was kind of predetermined that we were going to see ReGen win.
I think we were going to see ReGen win. Let's be realistic. I think we all knew that.
But now it's time for ReGen to figure out how do they come back and win this next game.
I think wave clear is the answer, Aero. That just seemed to be what ReGen Ghost was lacking in the most, you know? And I think that was really their undoing, realistically talking, so...
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
I really liked the Water Dragon value that they got. They found a lot of picks with that.
Well, I feel like what they actually found was individuals who maybe position themselves in inappropriate places. That sounds remarkably not what I meant.
I know what you meant, though. Don't worry.
But yeah, you know, the Diablo, you know, 100% by himself at the shrine or things like that where, you know, one person was too far or they stayed around a little bit too long at that mid keep, things like that where, or even the Zeratul not coming up, like staying on that siege camp. You know, if Zeratul comes up, I don't think Blaze dies in that mid lane. I think that Zeratul comes up, he helps them to turn that around, because if I remember right, that was a fairly even fight, or even maybe possibly even in ReGen Retro's favor. So
yeah, I would say so. Murdas shouting out ReGen Ghost, please take it to game 3. I gotta agree. I don't care. I really want a game 3.
Okay, so let's see. So our game 2 is going to be on Volskaya Foundry. Apparently, they're already ready to go. So I just need to figure out which team is doing this. It looks like this was picked by Retro. Let's just get confirmation of that so that I can update my details. Yes, it was. Okay, so there you go. We're going to see Volskaya Foundry. Let's go ahead and pop up the maps here. So again, game number 1 going over to ReGen Retro on Infernal Shrines. It was their map pick. They earlier banned out Battlefield of Eternity and Sky Temple, along with Alterac Pass and Towers of Doom being banned out by ReGen Ghost.
That's right, Alterac Pass. I hate that map. Get rid of it. Get it out of here. Get out.
Well, game number 2 is going to be on Volskaya.
Yes. It's a good one. That's a good one. I like Volskaya. I think you like Volskaya, Aero, if I'm not mistaken.
I do.
You like sushi, like you like sushi, right?
I do like sushi.
Do you?
Yeah, absolutely. I do.
You like especially sushi lines in that bottom lane.
I do like sushi lines in the bottom lane.
Okay, good. I was worried you didn't get my reference there, but yes.
You know, I was close. It was close.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what kind of stuff comes out this game, Aero. I'm excited.
So we can't actually communicate to them, and if you know what, I should post up the draft. There we go. So let's make sure that they're aware. I'm just going to drop a quick note. Hopefully they're listening. About the bans.
Yes!
There's the Gaul ban, baby!
Yes, thank God. No Cho and no Gaul. Oof. Alright, show me this Phobius ban and... Oh. Okay. Well. You're banning my second girlfriend there. Which is not what I like to see. You really hate to see that. That's okay.
So is there anything that you saw from ReGen Ghost?
No! I can't talk for the rest of the stream. This is the worst day of my life.
All right.
But what were you going to ask, Aero? I need to know.
Was there anything from ReGen Ghost that you felt like was ban-worthy? But apparently it was the Diva.
Oh man, it's not great.
Oh no. Oh, there's the Kira. So this is interesting. So Kira has had a relatively difficult time in the meta.
Okay.
In the NGS meta, at least. I don't know her overall stats. We'll see if, you know, let's actually see if it'll pop up for us here. So I did send a message to Oltanian telling him that Into the Fray was banned, so hopefully they will remember that.
Ooh, wait a minute. Is this going to be an Abuther? Please, God. That's not Abuther.
You know, it's close. It's kind of like an Abuther.
I guess.
Let's see.
All right, so
Load, run. Let's see if I can get this to pop up. Kira, pick rate 3%, which kind of makes sense. Win rate 25% in Division A.
Wow, that's not great. That's pretty low. Raymundo is the next ban. Okay, so they're actually going to go ahead and opt to get rid of a character that they picked last time, ReGen Retro, that is. And no Ana. Well, that's not a weird ban, but okay. Zamibars did a lot of work on Diablo last game, and I'm excited to see how he does on Garrosh in this one. I personally don't like Garrosh as much on this map. It's kind of harder to tank with him, in my opinion. But that's fine. If he feels confident, go right ahead.
So I actually really like Garrosh on Full Sky Foundry.
Do you? Oh.
I do. Yeah, because it allows you, you know, there's very specific points that people are going to be fighting over, and Garrosh has the Unstoppable. He can stay on the point relatively well. Not necessarily quite as well as oh my god, what is going on?
This is a super duper special awesome game. I want to see this Iron Fists Colosseum. Oh man,
I'm so confused. Oh, I gotta get these heroes on the thing too. Deltron and Güney.
This is looking really good. I like this a lot. This is the infamous Triv on Alex Straza as well. He boasts about this character. But I like this Masama Murky. I've actually witnessed the Masama Murky too. It's like, I mean, it single-handedly carried against me, and I said, why is this happening? But,
you know, the funny thing is, you look at one of these teams and you go, oh, okay, so they're memeing. Sure, okay, fair enough. But then you realize they're both kind of doing it. What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, this is exciting. This is gonna be a fun one. Reported, says our good friend Genjesus, this is a good time.
My goodness.
Alright. Game number 2. I will go ahead and introduce our friends at ReGen Ghost. So, ReGen Ghost, I will guess who's playing Kira. That would be Zul'Kan. You've got Cuban Missile on Karazim, SHW-33 on Rhaegar, Templa Art on Uther, and finally, the infamous Triv will be playing Alex Straza.
All right, and for ReGen Retro, we have Aaron on Sylvanas. Oltanian's going to be playing the Sergeant Hammer, Zamibars on Garrosh, Deltron on the Anduin, and the most important hero in the game, Masama on the Murky.
Ugh. Blech. Least important hero. Get him out of here. Get him out.
All right, so we've got the Hammer Sylv combo setting up in the bot lane here.
Yep. And, oh man, actually I have quick face check from Zul'Kan into this Garrosh Zamibars, but it actually looks like the Zamibars might be going down, maybe? It is a Garrosh, but there he goes. Karazim finding the final kill, and Templar throwing out some B-steps and a little spray.
You know, as you do when you have a 4 healer comp.
Yeah, why not? I mean, this is Iron Fist Karazim, though, and that can actually be a lot of damage if you do it correctly. But ultimately, I think
I do want to point out.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I just want to clarify. This is not a 4 support comp. This is a 4 healer comp.
Yes, you are correct in that regard. Regard.
Oh, I see what you did there. Oh, the flip onto Alex into the pufferfish.
Oh.
But not a lot of damage just at the moment here from this Murky.
Yeah, it looks that way. Actually, it's there's still a lot of siege coming on bottom lane. This Sergeant Hammer is pretty well protected. Take a look at how she has going on for her. She's got an Anduin to protect her. She's got Garrosh in the front just to prevent anyone from really wanting to walk in. And as Lucky so mentioned, this is 4 melee into a Garrosh. That's actually really rough.
Yep, and even the knockback there from Sergeant Hammer when Zul'Kin had used that grappling hook. I don't even remember what that ability is called. Let's take a look. It's called Concussive Blast.
Oh, okay.
I was like Concussion Blast, something like that, but yeah.
Gotcha.
Zunicorn, they finally learned they needed to let Zul'Kin do all the work.
Zul'Kan, you mean? Yeah.
Zul'Kan, yes. Sorry, I didn't mean to speak his name.
Right. Yeah, no, that's okay. It's a commonly mispronounced name. Similarly to Triv, a lot of people think it's something else. But it's not. Speaking of Triv, he gets flipped by a Garrosh and chastised, but ultimately walks away. You know, it's hard to kill a character when you've got 4 healers, although granted there are only 3 down here right now.
Yep, and we see Murky here making his way into each of these lanes, making value out of his fishy deal at level 1. And you know what, let's actually check in. What are his stacks looking like right now? He's actually got enough to bribe a 4 camp. Now, there aren't any 4 camps in this game, in this map.
No.
But he could do it if he wanted to. And it wouldn't surprise me to see him rip over there to the aggressive camp invade, especially with all these guys showing down here.
That's right. So Garrosh getting a little bit low again. This Kalazim just kind of following him to the best of his ability. It's really funny to see, actually. I always liked Karazim. I always liked him. His healing isn't spectacular unless you opt for Transcendence, which in a comp like this, I don't think you would want to do. But, you know, I've always enjoyed that character.
So do you think this is a Bloodlust?
It might be. I wouldn't be too surprised, but didn't it get buffed? Am I not mistaken?
What?
Didn't it get buffed? Am I mistaken about that, or?
I'm not positive. But I mean, we do have a full auto attack build Kira coming.
Yes, and an E
and
build
a Karazim.
Yeah.
So it could happen. So we'll see.
Yeah,
oh my god, a Bloodlust Dragon Queen. Oh.
Ooh, you treat me so well, Aero.
Don't take it. Don't take it, Garrosh. Don't take it, Garrosh.
Yeah, no, you don't want to go into that.
Oh, god damn it!
What? Uh-oh. Well, I'm not sure what the ruling is for that. I'm not going to really say anything.
Well, I mean, officially the ruling is that it's a forfeit. But
so
we're just observers. So
yeah, I don't know. I guess it's up to. I don't know. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, we will carry on and deal with the problem later.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, if they just don't use it, then whatever. The big problem here is if they start throwing friendly turrets around, which is the result of the target of the ban.
The catalyst, yeah. Uh-oh. Here comes a big, almost dead protector, but actually they're helping to push up this lane. They might wind up finding the well that everyone so hates so much.
This is the most hated well in the entire game,
This is the most
isn't it?
hated well in the game, yes.
And the throw onto Zul'Kin, lots of healing coming out, though.
Yeah.
E-quest completed now for Alex Straza there, and Zambibar's getting very low, making use of that well that is so very hated.
Yeah, so, you know, it's funny. I was going to mention that... Oh, wait, hold on. Before we do that, though, Garrosh is once again just finding all the CC that comes from this team, but nope, nothing doing. Anyway, what I was going to say was the E build on Alex Straza is actually kind of no joke either. She's going to be able to slow these characters quite a bit and make it that much easier to find potential kills, especially against a character that might be caught out, such as this Murky. But actually, the Leap of Faith was used on him, so he lives.
Oh, son of a gun.
Son of a gun, indeed. I think Alex Straza was killed somewhere in between top and mid lane. She was rotating and just caught out.
Well, and that's going to give now ReGen Retro the opportunity to break down this wall in the top and get to work on their own version of the hated well, and they take it out.
Yeah, they do. I mean, this is a Sergeant Hammer who basically just sits around and does nothing all game, I suppose. But I kind of like what's going on right now from ReGen Ghost. They're going to go ahead and invade the enemy's turret camp and just take it away for this next fight in top lane. That being said, this is a Sylvanas and Sergeant Hammer, so there's going to be a lot of siege against this top fort, and actually Triv
and a dead dragon.
Is the ultimate price. Yeah, a dead dragon also helps out very, very nicely. So I think it's extra devastating when a character on ReGen Ghost's team dies, because there's just, you know, they don't really have damage per se, so it just hurts that much more when a character dies. So Uther being called out, but this time he actually manages to find a quadruple stun with the Divine Storm, and maybe they find Zammy Bears here on Garrosh. Could he potentially be going down? Yes, he does. But here goes March of the Murlocs in the back, and ultimately it's a 4-for-2 trade for ReGen Retro.
Oh, somebody clip that.
What a wacky battle.
That just feels so, oh my gosh. Like Ghost was doing okay, and then suddenly just everybody's health bars were going to zero.
Story of my life, Aero. Doing okay and then not.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Feels bad. Let's take a look at these level 10 talents here. Anything? Yeah. Oh, I see something interesting. So we've got the Unrelenting Strikes coming from Kira, and that seems a little bit awkward maybe with the Garrosh.
I suppose, but that being said, I think it could be pretty good at if it happens to level 20, does silence inside the area.
That's
so
true.
That could be fun to do. But yeah, I don't know. Oh shoot.
Yeah, see, now they're calling it out.
Yeah, I guess they didn't notice beforehand. I think there's a 5-minute rule. I don't know. That might have been from forever ago.
It's not. It's just
if you take
that's
it. Yeah.
Yep. But that was a big Unrelenting Strikes there.
Yeah, a pretty nice Unrelenting Strikes too. It did land on, I think, 3 characters. So
4.
yeah, I think
it was
4.
It was everybody. There was a nice little circle.
Maybe it's a Divine Storm Unrelenting Strikes combination going on. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Uh-oh. It is Bloodlust. You were correct about that.
Yep. So we did see the light bomb go out there, and now they're turning it around here with the Bloodlust. But just the kill on to Alex Raza so far. Level 13 now available for ReGen Retro as well.
Mm-hmm.
Not as well. They get it first.
Yeah. Well, that's all right.
And here come the Murlocs on the wall. So really just making it so that Ghost can't really step into this. And giving the Hammer plenty of time to siege up and clear that wall out.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is going to be just that much more pressure in mid lane, you know?
And this time it's Rhaegar that gets picked up by the Garrosh. But Karazin going out getting some damage onto Ultanian. Alex Straza with the Cleansing Flame not quite able to get the kill onto Sylvanas. But the aggressive landing in the middle of those red health bars. And now the Dragon Queen.
Whoa. That Dragon Queen was actually really good. It prevented a lot of damage over time because of the invincibility frames and additional health that she gains. So, holy cow. She completely cleared it. That's so awesome. Good job on Kriv. But, yeah, maybe, I suppose, ReGen Retro stayed a little too long. I guess that's just what was their undoing. That English is hard sometimes.
Indeed. So now we've got Ghost coming in on the aggressive camp invade here while the siege camp is pushing in the top lane.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were going to get more out of that.
Maybe, but I think Retro's just going to maybe opt to push bottom out for now. I don't know. They might even just go top and possibly even give up this protector. I don't know. I don't know, Aero. I wonder what could be going on in those minds of theirs.
Well, I mean, they have the comp to be able to do it.
Oh, for certain.
There's the throw onto the Kira. This time she gets that revolving sweep out, so she avoids the damage from the light bomb. Templart, however, does not avoid that, and he's going to be the first kill here. Zulkin going in with those unrelenting strikes, but concussive blast throwing her back. And not
just
quite able to get onto the hammer there.
Yeah, no, well done on Oltanian to press his Z key and run away.
All right, so Murky coming up into the top lane, continuing to work on those bribe stacks.
Oh, I apologize. I said that ReGen Retro might opt to give up and just push top. My bad. We're on point B, not C. What's wrong with me?
Do you want a list?
No, I'm well aware of what's wrong with me.
Oh, okay. Just kidding, Rek. So interesting, just to look at some stats here, or at least quest stacks. Sylvanas sitting at 123 stacks on her level 1 Shadow Dagger quest. Pretty significant.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, I know that I can't get that many in a brawl, let alone in a real game. Oh, there comes the Bloodlust. They're chasing it down, trying to get onto the Garrosh, but they're instead going for whoever's on this point, and that is Hammer. And the big Unstoppable dodging the double stun from Uther.
Yeah, but I don't know. Oltanian looks to be in a rough spot. There goes the Cleansing Flames, but actually Regar's finished him off. Zulkin getting pretty low too, but these Cleansing Flames and additional heals from all the other players on the team keeping him up. Can he stay up for much longer? Yes. A big taunt coming out from Garrosh, but it doesn't seem to do too much as a big Wailing Arrow comes out as well. And I don't think that Garrosh lives much longer. No. Murky landed on this Triv guy in the back, and he might be going down. No, he bubbles out of the way. And Unstoppable used by Sylvanas to prevent Zulkin from getting any further value on her.
Not only that, but putting him in a really bad spot right behind the keep. And by keep, I mean
no
fort.
kidding. Yeah, well, I know what you meant, but...
So 84% was picked up by Sergeant Hammer before Ghost showed up. So Retro has a pretty sizable lead. They've got a little bit of time before Ghost picks it up. They're at 40% right now. And of course the bribe here from Murky down in the bot lane. Welcome everybody from Mark Zombie's stream. We're watching Division A ReGen Civil War between ReGen Ghost and ReGen Retro. Currently, ReGen Retro up 1 point to none.
Hi everyone. All right, here we go. 81 to 8, or 84 to 84, really, on percentages.
And Garrosh isn't here, but they've got Murky.
He's here now. Yeah, here he comes. I think this is it. This is it. Now or never. Here comes the Bloodlust coming out right now, but Light Bomb comes as well. Shui getting super low, and the big stun from the Divine Storm. Here comes the Cleansing Flames on to all these clumped health bars, both allied and enemy. And Garrosh is the one who finds the short end of the stick in this fight. Holy cow. Big silence coming out from Sylvanas, but that's not going to do anything. That's just a long cooldown going out.
All right, so control point going over to ReGen Ghost. They've got a full healthy team here. And Zulkin diving in here, trying to get some value onto that Sergeant Hammer, but taking a lot of damage out of Sylvanas. Let's take a look at those stacks again. 168 stacks! Rek, wow. She got 45 stacks just since we last looked at that. That is absolutely insane.
Crazy. Yeah, if you can really tell, too. You see how Zulkin get hit there by one of her knives or daggers or whatever you want to call it? That did a lot. That's not insignificant. That's a lot of damage, but I kind of like this opting to grab the top keep rather than sending it anywhere else from ReGen Ghost. They don't have a lot of siege, and actually Murky is the one pushing middle right now. Unfortunately, Zulkin flying a little too close to the sun, or in this case, the Garrosh, and going down. But I think ReGen Ghost is in a bit of a rough spot right now. They're kind of a little too far out. And actually, ooh, I liked that totem coming from HW33 to prevent any further chase. So anyway, like I was saying, there's not a whole lot of siege that comes from ReGen Ghost, and unfortunately, like, you can tell that's happening because these lanes, other than top, are super pushed out. Masama opting to just push middle while the rest of Retro tried to defend top and did find themselves a Zul'Kan. But in other lanes, it's just been culminating against ReGen Ghost.
195 stacks, Rek.
Yeah, wow. That's so
195.
That's unreal, to be honest with you. I can't even count to 195.
That's unfortunate, Rek.
Yeah, well, I wasn't very good at math.
So we've got keeps down on either side, but now Retro is level 20 first.
They're level 20, and they have 3 items, Aero. That's a lot in their favor.
What is this level? Is that the auto attack speed? It is.
Which
for
one? What?
ultra capacitors for hammer.
Yeah, that's auto attack speed.
Yeah. We also have the big tuna kahuna for Murky, making him a real hero. Light Bomb doesn't get a whole lot of anything.
No, it's such a short cooldown though that it can kind of be whiffed or not be the deal. It could even just be a zoning technique in that scenario. Make yourself feel better. This might actually be a keep here. It's still 20 to 18 Aero.
Yeah, and you mentioned earlier there's a lot of protection for this Sergeant Hammer, and they have March of the Murlocs. So
and they have
coming
March of
into
the
this,
Murlocs, and they have Sylvanas. Like,
yeah.
I think this is a dead keep 100,000%. It's a dead keep 3,000, Mr. Stark. Uh-oh. A whiffed taunt coming out on top of not Zul'Kan because he was too far away. And SHW actually very, very low there. Will ended up dying. The 7-sided strike coming out from Cuban Missile getting a lot of value there, but this this item, the bio-emitter, keeping Garrosh alive for just enough to find the value that he needed. It's still 16 to, or still only 16s for ReGen Ghost, and it looks like, I think Retro's going for it, Aero. I think they're going for the end of the game, and I think they can get it.
They've got graduating range from Hammer, and she's just barely in the range there. She's able to hit the bottom of the stairs now as well, so, I mean, why not? And Zul'Kan doing what he can to push the Sergeant Hammer away, so they do at least get this paused. But Zul'Kan now going down, that's very likely going to be...
I think that might just do it. Yeah, that's the nail in the coffin right there. 2 kills onto ReGen Ghost, and there is the core. ReGen Retro taking the series, I think.
Yep, so we're gonna need a quick moment. I sent a ping to Born. We'll see if we can get her real quick here.
Okie dokie.
So give us, we'll do stats here for just a moment here. So Shui says... Alright, Shui says that they're not worried about it, so...
Alright.
I don't really want to force somebody to play a game if they don't want to play a third game.
Very true.
So, okay. Well, let's go ahead and reach out to ReGen Retro and see if we can get one of our boys from the ReGen team over into a chat, shall we?
Yes, let's.
Let's see. So anything on the talents that you found to be interesting?
Game 2? Let me take a look. I mean, pretty much every single talent from ReGen Ghost for that. But as far as whatchamacallit, ReGen Retro, no, nothing too shocking. I do really think Lightwell is a good ability on this map. A lot of people seem to disagree with me. And actually Varian's Legacy, I think, is also pretty awesome too. Especially if you decide to pair it with either Bolt Strategy or I forget the other name. The name of the other talent, the one that gives you the healing every auto attack, every time you deal damage. I apologize for not remembering, but
yeah, I know which one you're talking about too.
Yeah,
not Renew, not Bolt Strategy, the one in the middle.
The other one, the one in the middle. Yeah, if you choose either of those 2 talents, I think Varied's Legacy is awesome because like every time it procs those 3-second damage over times, you're still healing. So that's really cool. So yeah, I don't think anything too out of the ordinary. I suppose you could say Into the Fray, haha. But yeah, no.
Well, yeah, that's
nothing,
fair.
nothing too crazy.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and meet up with. It's going to be Zamibars in lobby 5. So let's go say hi to Zamibars.
Okay. Hi, Aero.
Oh, hi, Rec. Oh, you know what? I can't. Let's go with the interview page. There we go. Rec, it seems like so long since we've been together.
It does. It seems like a whole 2 seconds, you know?
Something like that, yeah. Let's see. Hey, welcome, Zammy. How you doing, buddy?
Doing great, man. Holy cow. Holy cow.
So that was a fun set to watch. Definitely some back and forth. But congratulations, you guys 2-0'd over ReGen Ghost. So in the ReGen Civil War, I believe that puts Captain America's team ahead.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. There we go. You know, that was the whole point of this. It wasn't for us. It wasn't for ReGen. It was for Cap.
And you know what? That's completely fair. But this is a fantastic, like, what a great way to end the season for ReGen by having 2 ReGen teams playing literally the last, maybe not technically the last match, because I guess that Training Wheels and other one's gonna get rescheduled. But ultimately, what essentially is the last game of the regular season for Division A. So yeah, so I mean, congratulations. That puts you guys at number 7 in the standings.
Guaranteed?
Yes.
Ooh,
yes.
Baby. Oh, we've been working, man. Oh, man, we were worried, but that's just awesome, man.
Well
that's
done.
just awesome.
Yeah, the one potential threat was Team Happy Cloud. If they took a 2-0 over Team Training Wheels, then they had the potential to overlap you guys if it was a tie. Or if they just had more points than you. You guys needed at least 2 points tonight. Obviously, with 3, that's going to put you ahead. So that will lock you in at 7th. ReGen Ghost at 8th, and your guys' first opponent's going to be Gilly Shark.
Oh, nice. That's going to be fun. Our last game with them was great. So yeah, that should be a good set too.
Excellent, excellent. So let's talk a little bit about this series. So, game 1 started off with some interesting bans against you guys. Now, I just wondering, I mean, I kind of think that they were just memeing, but have you guys shown any kind of interest in Cho'Gall or Juice Pirates or anything like that? Like, have you displayed that at all?
No, definitely not.
And if you have, you're not going to show it here, right?
Exactly. The real journey is just about to start. Or the real recipe book, we haven't even hit. We haven't even made the real stuff. But first game, man, they were memeing, and we were a little bit try hard, and registered that first game for us, and then that second game, we said, alrighty, let's throw the murky in, I thought to balance it out. But then they went hard into the memes, and we won the set, but they won the meme battle.
They did, I mean, maybe, because you guys also had kind of a little bit of a meme comp, but it kind of worked as well, giving you, in that second game, that opportunity to push wherever you wanted to. And in a way, you could almost even ignore the protector, right? I mean, if you didn't want to go to a control point, you could just say, that's fine, we'll go, take a fort and then a keep if we want to,
Exactly,
with that setup.
The hammer was just a dummy thick role player right there.
So I gotta ask, you're sitting on game 1, you're sitting at 4 stacks of your level 13 quest. You're at that bottom shrine. There was just a fight, and here comes Mephisto walking right into your face.
Yeah.
Like, what are you feeling at that moment? What's going through your head?
I'm stunned. I'm amazed. I'm just like, oh, I feel the butterflies bubbling up. Just wait. Oh man, and then I pressed Q. Oh, best charge of my life, man. It was great.
Now, I do have to bring up, and I don't normally like to bring up the bad things about a game, but I have to bring this up. And it's not going to be what you think it is, because I think I know what you're thinking. But what I'm going to bring up, because official as a moderator, I have to point out, somebody on your team was reminded of banned talents on this map.
That was me.
I didn't remind you, but I reminded Eltanian. So keep that in mind. You know, Ghost did the same thing not 2 days ago. You know, they didn't press the issue, but, you know, just keep that in mind going forward. You know, because going to playoffs, you do not want to find yourselves losing a game because, you know, because of a banned talent or a banned hero on the map or something. So just be aware, just be mindful. You guys played a great game. You did really well. So I hate to be the downer on that. I just want to make sure that you're aware and that you keep focus on that.
Appreciate it. Thank you. And I'm sorry, man. Won't happen again.
Don't say it to me. I'm just helping you guys out. But let me tell you, seeing those Murlocs over that healing camp up top when you guys at the beginning of game number 2,
the cavalry, man,
that was insane. Absolutely insane. I hope somebody clipped it. I told people to clip it. I don't know if it got clipped, but it looked like it started off like you guys were going down, right? You were slowly starting to lose that, but then you started to win it, and then suddenly Murky shows up, and it's just almost game over, right?
Exactly. Like, did you watch Avengers Endgame?
Yes, once or twice.
No, you know the scene at the very end when it's like, oh my gosh, oh my god, like, I don't want to spoil anything, but like,
I was gonna say hashtag spoilers incoming.
Yeah, he's all alone. What's gonna happen, right?
Right.
There, the cavalry arrives.
Yeah.
Indeed, and it was on the left because Murky came up from on the left side, on the aggressive side. So you guys had a great match. I'm gonna ask my last question, and then I'm gonna ask Rec to ask any questions he's got.
Yeah.
And then we'll do shout outs after that. So just Zammy, what was your favorite moment of this match?
Favorite moment of the match, golly. When they were B-stepping us at the bottom after they killed me. That was a very humbling moment, honestly. That is my favorite moment. No sarcasm, no jokes. that was great.
Good deal. Rec.
Yeah, I do have one question for you. So, actually, it is good that you're here because it's for you specifically. You were playing Diablo in Game 1, and I saw that they, you know, of course they were memeing and whatever, but I gotta say, there was one particular, whatchamacallit, water dragon that came out and is like, it really almost, it basically locked you in place. Like, what was running through your mind? Just like, oh, damn it. Like, anything like that?
I think I know what you're talking about. It was supposed to be for Zeratul, and then it also clipped me.
Oh,
that. And yeah, you know, just the clear, obvious reaction, like, oh man, all right, how am I gonna get out of this one? And I think I died there. I'm not really sure. Definitely an overwhelming sense of dread when I knew that big old dragon was about to hit me too.
For what it's worth, there were 2 water dragons on you. There was that one, and then there was another one.
There was another one, but no, that was the one I was specifically thinking about. And I have to say, like, so like my actual question with that is, you know, you guys were dominating. I would say dominating, yeah, for the most part, up until that point, and they kind of started coming back a little bit. Was there any worry there that they were gonna make a huge comeback or anything like that from any of your players or you specifically?
Anything specifically? We definitely, like, our comms definitely got a little anxious. Like, we were like, all right, just chill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Had to kind of refocus and reset, just be careful. It was running through my mind like, oh man, this is the moment, like, we've been dominant the whole game, and then just one fight and it all comes crashing down. But, like, you know, you don't entertain those thoughts, and then you just come back together with your team. And
good deal, man. Well, hey, listen, Rec, did you have any other questions?
No, I didn't have any other questions, just that one specific.
Okay.
Cool.
Then, hey, man, it's all up to you now for any shout-outs, and don't forget anybody because they'll know.
Word. Well, first I gotta shout out my team. They've been awesome. They've been the coolest people. This was honestly my first year doing, like, really organized competitive Heroes of the Storm. Just welcoming me, especially Altanian, especially Big Bird. Got to shout out Masama for the playful ball busting, you know. But We know who's better. Then I gotta shout out, Aaron. I gotta shout out Deltron, my amazing healer. He doesn't get enough credit, by the way. He's a killer. And then Aaron, best solo laner in Division A. And then we gotta thank ReGen. They've been awesome. Great community. Gotta thank you guys for casting. Mom and Dad.
Actually, when you said Big Bird, I'm gonna interrupt real quick. That guy always trolls my streams. What is up with that?
I wouldn't know, man.
But go on. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
And to finish it off, the Academy. Thank you very much.
All right, and of course, also, just because he missed it, I gotta shout out our ReGen founder, Murda, who's in chat.
Murda. Oh my god, yes, and I hope he's doing all right.
Yeah.
Well, he's in chat, so he's at least doing well enough.
Oh shit.
So yeah, exactly. I told you. If you forget anybody, they'll know. But
No, well,
what was that, Zammy?
nothing, man. No,
All
we're
right.
good. We're good.
No worries. Well, thanks for joining us here. Really appreciate you taking the time to chat with us for a few moments. Congratulations on your victory. Good luck against Gilly Shark next week, and make sure you guys get that scheduled sooner rather than later.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Have a good one.
So long.
You too.
All right, Rek, I'm gonna call you back,
Okay.
and then we can exit out of this.
Cool.
Call. Alrighty there. Oh my god, hold on, you're not on screen yet. Oh no, what happened? What happened?
Oh no, did you mess it up?
The camera thing went wacky.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness. Well, okay, well, we're just gonna leave it like that because it's kind of funny.
Uh-oh.
You'll see it in a moment.
Okay, yeah, I'm excited.
Well, everybody, thank you very much for joining us tonight for the ReGen Civil War between ReGen Ghost and ReGen Retro. I have not yet given them their point. Let me give the point over to ReGen Retro. 2-0 for ReGen Retro.
Sorry, it just came up. It's
Right,
really
just caught
funny.
up, yeah. So
That's
3
really good.
points for ReGen Retro. Let's take a look at the standings here. That is going to put ReGen Retro in number 7 behind Team Training Wheels. They will play against Gilly Shark in the first week. ReGen Ghost sitting at number 8 now. They'll be playing against Rewind, as even if Team Happy Cloud is able to dominate Team Training Wheels, ReGen Ghost has the tiebreaker. So that is your setup. No matter what happens against the Team Happy Cloud and Team Training Wheels. So, oh, Rick. You don't even have a face anymore. It's just
I know, I
the
was gonna,
orange
like,
line.
I was gonna like peek out from the side. Like,
There you go. No, that's perfect. Yeah.
Is it? That's really funny.
It actually is perfect. Yeah.
Perfection.
Well, let's take a look and see if anybody else is still casting. I don't know if we're the last ones casting or not. Let's see. Oh, definitely not. So what time is it? It's 11:15. So why don't we go take a look at a Div B West game, Soak Every Lane versus Deviled Kegs, and we'll send it over to Jason, another ReGen.
I know that guy, and our head caster, no less.
And our head caster. Rek, is there anything you'd like to say to the people in Twitch land before we take off for the night?
Well, gosh, you can find me around, well, not here specifically, especially not in this box that I'm trapped in, but you can find me over at twitch.tv/Recychic, that's ReCychic. I've been granted the ability to stream the Nintendo Switch, and I guess other things too, for like a little bit, so that's really cool. You can watch me play Fire Emblem, because I've been playing that a lot. So you can check me out over there if you guys want. If you don't want to, that's fine, I don't mind. And you can find me on Twitter, also ReCychic, that's Recychic, not Recychic, please, God, no. And yeah, I mean, I'm everywhere. You can ping me on the ReGen Discord, I'll probably respond, you know? Like, I'm around. If you guys want to hang out, why not? I'll hang.
Right on. Well, thanks, Recychic. I'm Aero. You can catch me... I don't know why I did that either. That's weird. You can catch me at twitch.tv/Aero the Storm, or my very rarely ever used Twitter @WarriorAero, and obviously in the Discord. So we're going to go ahead and send you over to Jason for this Div B West game between Soak Every Lane and Devil Kegs. I believe that's number 3 and 6 out of B West. So, but Devil Kegs is a strong team. Oh, it can't be. No, it's got to be 4 and 5, right? 17 and 9 and 16, 13. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, we're going to send you over there. Have a great night. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again soon. Also, don't forget, NGS Rewind will be back on Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern, where we're going to catch some of these other matches that were unable to be cast throughout the week.
All right.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.